the time to be quiet. Now's the time to rise up and, most importantly, fight for this sisterhood. Unity is one large step to freedom. This is why we march.
Why are you marching personally today?
Because I fucking had to. Like, I'd rather be like at home, like drinking too much cheap like sparkling wine and eating like waffles. But no, this country just had to elect Donald fucking Trump for president, and I had to voice my displeasure with that. When people tell me, "Oh, there's nothing you can do about it," I will continue to say, "Well, I'd rather go down having tried to fight than like sat there and shrugged my shoulders and went, well."
A black Muslim woman who's a child of immigrants and having a president who said stuff to offend every single aspect of my identity, I just felt like it was my duty to be out here today.
As a queer woman of color, first generation, I recognize my place in the world, and it's very apparent and very vivid. I can feel it when I step outside, who I am in this world, and sometimes I feel proud and sometimes I feel scared.
So, how did you get here?
Well, took the track yesterday.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And what are you fighting for?
Well, for me, it's like
Girl power.
for girl power. I feel like, we still have a lot of, things we have to move forward, so we don't want to go backward, So that's the reason I'm here. We're women first. We don't tolerate, and we're mother first. We don't tolerate that shit. Excuse me. You know what I mean? It's like we see that happen, we'll nip it. We're like, no, it's not what it's about. We met a lot of good people on the train today. We had a free cookie from someone who was making a cookie, right? This hat was given to us by a very lovely people on the train. The sash too. See, it's really nice. We're not going to be crushed down. So I love this country. It's my adopted country. So it's really important for all to know that, and they need to know. I think that maybe it's a good wake up call. I think we just have been so blessed with such a things that I think this is time for us to get active, to be activists again, right?
I'm an intersectional feminist. I don't think you can have feminism without intersectionality. I'm a woman too. I can't choose. I can't split myself in half and put my woman's side on one side and my blackness on the other.
It's people everywhere. It's everywhere.
You're going to be able to see it on our phone.
She was a freedom fighter, and she taught all of us how to fight.
I saw on the news on, I think, WGN, a piece about the knitting party here, and I was like, I have to come here next week.
This Pussy Hat project is a large part of the reason that I'm going, because I think it's sort of bonded people together and made it more of a collective thing that's going to be visual and interesting, and I like the idea of that.
Now you're going to pull it around in front and you're going to go backwards. That's curl too.
Washington?
We have almost 120 hats in the store right now. Yay!
Well, honestly, I love to see women come together, and especially for something like this, we need to support each other now more than ever.
I have this one.
It also is like the little things that
4.5 inches.
and it's gonna make a difference in the long run. So, also just looking forward to having fun.
4.5, yeah.
Almost done. All right. Ready?
Ready. There we go.
Hatted.
I've been hatted.
To declare themselves and to provide a voice and hope for their community.
Well, it's just a really good experience to have with your mom, to be fighting for your own rights as a woman together.
She's my mom. Daughter. We have like
against him because there's more people against him than with him. So there's no reason why he should be president. I'm not, and I'm the only one who's open about it. And so I feel like he would just be more, it's easier to say stuff like that.
Yeah, she feels great about herself, and she's proud of who she is, and that's exactly what I want her to be. So.
Right. So today is kind of just a celebration in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, and I mean, I know from growing up, feminism to me in the South, it was more like, how can women be like men? And as I've gotten older, I've realized that really isn't what it is. It's all about being a woman. And I am really grateful to have beautiful daughters that are living what I want everyone to be able to live. And my hope is that the future looks like beautiful and bright and wonderful, because there's so many, great people out there. I'm very hopeful.
I saw something from the organizers about the fact that they made the march, with their own ideas, but they wanted to open it up to all women because every woman should have a voice for what it is for her. So it's not any one thing. And all this is a drop cloth. So one side is plastic and the other side is paper. So this would be the side I would put the design on. I wanted to connect with women and Mother Earth and stop grabbing Mother Earth's pussy. The thing that I've known all my life is that when you're feeling so devastated, so beaten up, so like you just want to curl up in balls, you have to take an action.
Well, it looks like it stayed on tonight.
We did it earlier.
But it didn't take that long. Nice. Thanks.
They have the same plan, but just like also won't be here. It's not a condition.
I'm so touched that you decided to begin your day here at Chicago's only feminist bookstore. So we need to keep these spaces alive and healthy and vibrant for the next 4 years and forever. So we're going to start to leave now. We have to leave by 8:30 on the dot because I've heard that there are delays on the train. So we're going to all walk to Berlin, the Berlin Red Line.
When is that away?
10 minutes, every 5 minutes, something like that. They are packed. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're not getting on that train.
Bus parked a couple or 3 blocks from a train stop for us to go into the city.
At this point, it wasn't just Chicago women anymore.
And then when we got to DC, it was starting to get light. It was kind of, dawnish. Still dark, but, you could feel the light coming.
As anyone knows, Chicago weather can be very iffy at times. And February and January, you're expecting the worst. And we got up that morning, and it was a glorious, glorious Chicago morning. When I heard that there was going to be one in Chicago and that there were going to be all over the world, I mean, that was mind-boggling to me. So, of course, I want to participate in our hometown. Chicago wanted to represent, and we represented big and loud. And that was really important to me.
That guy.
esto because son muchas las personas que tienen el corazón lleno de amor y de ternura para abrazarnos en este camino de la vida.
I have on one side of my poster a Beyonce lyric that I need freedom too, and it's not just I need freedom as a woman, it's I need freedom as a Black woman, because my two identities intersect. I think it's important that Black women like myself who do believe in intersectionality and talking about Black Lives Matter and issues pertaining specifically to Black women, it's important that we show up, and that's why I'm here.
And standing united in solidarity for our rights and for the rights of the most marginalized among us.
I'm willing to fight for other women even if they don't look like me, and I wish that some of these women were out here for that too. You know, it makes me wonder where they are. I see a lot of moms, I see a lot of, you know, like older women, middle-aged women. I see a lot of people out here, so part of me is hopeful, part of me is a little sad.
Flag is go back in the days in the 70s, in the 60s. This is the blood we shed. This is the unity, and this is the land we need to get back for America. Stand for it. That's right. Peace to America and save the children.
There is no one woman. We are all women. We are all beautiful. We are all unique. And once we learn to celebrate our individuality and raise each other up, we can learn to block the noise.
You know, I'm not in any women's organization per se. I'm just an individual, and you know, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm doing. Standing up for my rights.
Like, I've just been sitting back because I was 6 months shy of being able to vote, so now I'm just sitting quietly, watching the world fall apart, and then I just decided to come.
It's also a comfort, and you know, to see so many people share our beliefs, stands for justice and what's right.
So people need to put themselves in the shoes of others and educate on the history of this country, the history of their ancestors first. And that's the easiest way you can relate it to what's happening now, and realize that none of us would be here if it weren't for refugees, and none of us would be here if it weren't for immigrants.
Being here is just like a lot of solidarity, and I really just appreciate seeing such a diverse crowd of people, and also just like the intersectionality being addressed like in every speech. So I feel really hopeful right now, and that's a really good feeling considering yesterday was really difficult.
Yeah, no, on top of that, yesterday was not an easy day, and the last few months after Super Tuesday wasn't super easy. But yesterday, it was a very different vibe than it is today. It's much more positive here today, and everyone seems very happy to be here, excited, and hopeful, which is one of the first times that I feel like there's been a large group of people together that have had this general feeling about the current political state in the country, which I think is really positive and shows a lot of hope for the future.
We have to learn for ourselves, and we have to go on this journey introspectively too.
It's also that we need to not be so exclusive when it comes to women's rights. We need to have allies, we need to have people of all different types, not just
white women get to do this, or it's African American women, we should also, include different, cultures. We're fighting for equality for all, so it's important to let people keep joining and not to just have like a cutoff date for when feminism is like a huge boom. It's that everyone can join and bring in their own experiences at any time.
I mean, I think this is awesome, everyone coming from all their different hometowns and meeting here, but you got to take that momentum back to your hometown, back to local government, because that's where so much change happens. So I think just like leaving those channels of communication open when you get back to your hometown.
I think we're all just proud to be on the right side of history. History.
I made a promise to those women who are our friends, our neighbors, our sisters, that I would do all that I could do to tell their story, tell their narratives, and to tell their truth.
Washington Post posted about 45 minutes ago that the entire march route is full, and so they had to shut the march. I mean, we can't formally march because there's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. You can't move.
The Post reported that about 45 minutes ago.
So you guys, let's move in together because we're starting to march.
So that we would have a say in our government, in our lives, over our bodies. They gave us the vote. They gave us a voice. They gave us choice. Any circumstance, they do not walk past
you. Put your date of birth, month first. You can put your home phone number. The only reason it would be used if there's an error on this. I can call you and clarify. The first time you vote, you need to vote in person and bring a form of identification. Okay. And could that be like my driver's license? Absolutely.
Activity and trying to. Oh, okay.
Important to sort of, come together and address it like always.
Women's March wristbands. Get your wristbands. Women and Children's Shelter. Help support a local cause.
I would, Second City She the People. They're going to be up soon, so we're going to go up there with a bunch of Second City people and watch the comedy of women, female comedians. So,
if you are to see an incident and you call for help, all marshals are to respond.
I think they got it. Karen's there.
Is it good?
I'm okay. Sorry, it's somebody's. I think Hamilton is here.
Sounds like it.
Or Lights of Zion.
So what are you most excited for this year?
Just to see the strides that women have made, and by taking roles of leadership, both in local, state, and national elections, that we're going to really change the face of our governing bodies.
Great. What?
Yeah, exactly right.
Beautiful chaos.
Well, it was exactly that.
Yeah.
We see you! Do you see that? We see you and we appreciate you. Danica Rome became Virginia's first transgender lawmaker! Can I get a CSEP Yes, we can. Came from CSEP With each passing day, 122 immigrant youth lose their protections from DACA and become more vulnerable to Trump's mass deportation machine. That's 851 people each week who lose their ability to drive, to enroll in colleges and universities, to have access to in-state tuition, to basically take care of themselves and their families. Over 10,000 DACA recipients have lost their status to date. See, what happened yesterday was an old white man telling me that I needed to shut up and stop talking. Well, I'm here to say that as the proud daughter of Mexican immigrant parents, that ain't never gonna happen. There is power at the polls. Again, real power. The power at the polls can cure the ills of a racially segregated city whose symptoms plague black and brown communities. The power at the polls can protect our reproductive rights from those who try to invade the constitutional ground made by Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, so I'm the president of the Chicago chapter of the National Organization for Women, and these are some of my board members. They're a great team, and we're excited to be here to represent women, especially underserved women. We are committed to intersectional feminism, which recognizes that women are oppressed on multiple realms, whether if you're a woman, a person of color, have a disabled status, LGBTQ status, all these things add to oppression, and this is certainly what we want to see change in the future. We want to make sure that more women feel welcome in the fold of intersectional feminism, and that we make sure we do our best to help oppressed people regardless of race, creed, religion.
We are going to move west to Michigan Avenue as soon as this program concludes.
You know what matters is access. You know what matters is knowledge and information. And you know what? We've been silenced for a long time. Time's up.